The man was about to take off the girl's top, but what he didn't know was that an old woman was hiding inside the wardrobe. It wasn't until they had both fallen asleep that the woman quietly emerged. Her legs ached from standing for so long, but she dared not make a sound. All she wanted was to get out of there as quickly as possible, clutching the golf club in her hands. Unfortunately, she accidentally knocked over a bottle of water. Mary froze in panic. Thankfully, the sound of the bottle didn't wake the man. However, the water on the floor slowly reached his fingers. The man furrowed his brow, as if he sensed something. Mary didn't have time to think and ran out as quickly as she could. The man, meanwhile, stepped outside. Mary had no choice but to hide at the bottom of a slope. Luckily, he didn't notice her. Afterward, Mary decided to go straight to the police station, as the bloodstains on the golf club could prove that her son wasn't the murderer. To understand why, we need to go back a few days. Mary's son, Peter, had severe intellectual disabilities. To help cure his condition, she made him soup every day. But in an effort to make her son more like a grown man, she secretly added aphrodisiacs to the soup. That evening, Peter went to his usual bar. The bar owner's daughter had just returned. Under the influence of alcohol and medication, Peter tried to invite the girl on a date. However, the bar owner didn't want her daughter anywhere near a man like Peter, so she angrily kicked him out. Frustrated, Peter walked home alone, but then he noticed a young girl up ahead. Immediately, he had impure thoughts. He began to speak to her crudely, which frightened the girl. She quickly ran into a nearby alley. Peter chased after her, but the dark alley made him feel uneasy. Reluctantly, he gave up and stopped following her. At that moment, a stone suddenly flew out of the alley and hit him. The shock brought Peter to his senses. The darkness before him terrified him so much that he couldn't bring himself to stay any longer. Back at home, Peter curled up in his mother's arms and fell asleep. The next day, however, the town was rocked by a murder. The victim was the girl Peter had followed the previous night. The police found a golf ball at the crime scene with Peter's name on it, and witnesses claimed they had seen him trailing the girl. These two pieces of evidence made Peter the prime suspect. However, Mary didn't believe her son, who was mentally disabled, was capable of murder. She suspected someone had framed him. Mary then remembered the golf ball found by the police and recalled that Peter's friend, Sam, had once picked up a golf club. She immediately concluded that Sam had committed the murder and framed Peter for it. That same day, Mary secretly broke into Sam's house to collect evidence. When Sam was asleep, she hurriedly took the bloodstained club to the police station. Ironically, the police were laughing while watching a video on their phones. The so-called bloodstains on the club were not blood at all but lipstick marks from Sam's girlfriend. Sam glared at Mary with anger, and Mary, now realizing the truth, lowered her head in shame. Devastated, Mary walked out of the police station, swearing to herself that no matter what, she would find the real killer to prove her son's innocence.